Good morning and बहुत बहुत नमस्कार and thank you very much for all your support and cooperation. और just मैं I will do the English part because there are a lot of people who are not able to understand the Hindi in the proper manner. So this is an important part I would like to share with you, which I had the experiences, which Raksha TP had done it since I was a patient of pacemaker and I had the pacemaker battery change implantation was done on 5th of December this, and just back yesterday I was 3 days in ICU, then I was back. In fact, if I say in one line about the pacemaker implantation part and the support and cooperation done by the Raksha TPA, it was very good, extremely. And I tell you, I was very satisfied with the cooperation done by Dr. Dani, the regional manager of Raksha TPA, and the entire team of Raksha TPA. But initially, I had to make a lot of approaches about making a prior information to them, taking all the steps. But there are few lacuna about the Raksha TPA and about, I don't know which service provider recently being changed by National Insurance and the United Insurance. So many things are making a lot of complication like that. But the few suggestion in the feedback what I have mentioned in that, the same thing I would like to share you all. The number one that the Raksha TPA being a service provider with the national insurance like that and the Canara Bank, they should take care of the responsibility of providing this an awareness program, a workshop session, maybe one day or like 2 day, any Saturday, Sunday can be organized at all the people of the district of the Canara Bank branches. Any main branch can be considered. And the people who are especially the spouse and family member, they should be aware of by video visuals. But what are the steps, do's and don'ts about the Raksha TP and what exactly to be done when you go to the hospital like that. Like if I take my example, okay, fine, that I am exposed to this area of the health sector, I know a lot of things, but not that everybody knows about that. Fine. Now, if I take my day one, from the day of admission, I had received the estimate of approximately 1,70,000 like that. That include the pacemaker. Initially, it was pacemaker device, I tell you. But they didn't know about that. The pacemaker device, once that is implanted, and if the people who are listening this, who are the members of this, they should know about that. Once the pacemaker is implanted, like PPI is implanted, that is under lifetime warranty. There's no pacemaker device charges be taken by the hospital any time in the whole life. They mentioned something like 2,27,000. When I showed them the serial number, then the device cost was zero. This is all I wanted to share with people who are having pacemaker or they go with the pacemaker implantation. They should know about it. The hospital, when they are giving the estimate, they don't mention this part. So my cost of device was reduced to zero. Then they referred me with angiography, conventional angiography. I don't know how many people know about what exactly is conventional angiography and what is CT angiography. So conventional angiography is done on the operation table itself. And CT angio, which is under the CT, nothing is done. No operative part is done. But the conventional part is there. You have to operate and put this thing, and the angiography is done to detect whether the blockage is there or not. This is something very technical and very serious. So my concern about that, my family concern about that, how to go with that, whether to do with that or not to do with that. So I discussed with all the people who are with the cardiology team, my friends, my well-wishers. They advised, no, you should not Either you should ask for them the conventional angiography CD audio, that CD which not audio exactly CD complete, and then ask for them second opinion for that. Or you don't go for that conventional angiography at all. You only focus on pacemaker programming and pacemaker implantation, that is had been advised like that. So I went on that. I opted with the same track. I went on with the pacemaker implantation only. So that angiography, what they have mentioned, that amount was also reduced. That was zero. Then in the operation table, I was lying. That was 1.5 hour operation was done. It's a major surgery, and there was some technical issues were there about the lead change part. That also that was mentioned 60,000 about pacemaker lead, which is highly technical. Since I am not medical, I cannot express that part. But what the cardiologist mentioned, that cardiac surgeon mentioned, that the leads cannot be replaced because they have been just jumbled like that and the veins are having some problem. So if we do, then there may be rupture in that. So better go with that. Same leads can be connected with the pacemaker, which new device. So new device was implanted, and the same lead was there. No new lead was then. So the lead charge which was mentioned in the estimate, that was 60,000 rupees, that was zero. So this is all about mine. But again, I want to put out that when my estimate was there, but room, I was given a room for deluxe room as per the eligibility. That was 4,999, and single bed AC was given to me. I was allotted room number 818 at the Jupiter Hospital, Pune. And I went to the room. I checked in the room. I got the visiting pass also with the 818. But you see that after the operation, the doctor decided that I was shifted to straight away to the ICU, and my room was checked out. Now you see that you should know about it. These are two things which you should not know, and which the normally people will not be aware of that. When you are in the ICU, the ICU charges goes up and room charges are down. I'm not making any marketing trend of the hospital. But since I was in ICU, so I had a like discussion like that. No, I will not pay the room charges for that since I am in the ICU. You take the ICU charges, but since I have not been allotted a room, so my room charges should not be in the bill. So that's why they adjusted me, and one day they took the ICU charges and one day the room charges. So this manner, this is an experience with mine I'm talking about. People not be aware of that. There are also certain things are also there. So these are certain things which has happened to me. My pacemaker was done successfully, no other problem. The health, the hospitality part is something different. That not I'm mixing those things with the Raksha Tpa. TB has done their job. They have done their job. The prior approval was done, and the final approval was done within just half an hour. I must appreciate Dr. Dani, the regional manager. He has done taking care, personal interest of this, and must appreciate. But few things which I suggested, as earlier line also I quoted, that you should organize workshop sessions in the main branch of a Canara Bank, all those branches who are insured, employees, ex-employees, spouse, especially the family member. They are not aware of what to do and what not to do. There are a lot of things. My wife, and even my wife was supported by my son. Sometimes the son is not available. The child is not available in India or outside in the city. So what is required, that there should be someone counselor like that to take care of that, or the workshop. They should be fully aware how to deal with the things with that, the formalities done, the PAN card is there, the